With Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce joins us from the sidelines. Well, Grant, there's a lot to love about Christmas Day, not the least of which are the great NBA matchups we always get.
Oh, B.A., we've seen some Christmas classics over the years, haven't we? Something about playing on this holiday brings out the best in players and teams.
And a look at the starters for the Spurs. Sochan and Wemby are the bigs. Paul and Castle comprise the backcourt, and it's Johnson in at the three. Now here's Brunson. Here's the professor, and the Knicks, another three.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And the basket by Castle.
Yeah, this is where Castle likes to find his points, closer in to the hoop.
And Allie LaForce spoke with Tom Thibodeau. Allie.
And when I brought up Chris Paul, Coach marveled at his leadership, saying he's a heck of a player and a natural-born leader. Few players in the history of the game have been able to command an offense and a locker room the way that CP has throughout his career. Coach has nothing but respect for the future Hall of Famer. B.A.?
Thanks for that, Allie. Now here's Paul. As far as his production, he's averaging about 8 points per game. Johnson. It's hauled in by Robinson.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it, because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
Here's Sochan. In his last outing, he had 11 points. The shot by Wembanyama, no good. Here's the professor. Offline with a three. The Spurs have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Doris, how about the emergence of Jalen Brunson? The Knicks got him as a free agent.
B.A., it's incredible, because the Knicks, when they signed him back in the summer of 2022, many voices were out there saying it's an overpay, you paid Jalen too much. Well, guess what? All NBA performer, and that contract looks like a bargain.
Now here's Johnson. In his last outing, 16 points for him. Takes a three. Again, the miss by the Spurs. The Knicks have gone 3 of 6 from the floor. The professor with a bucket. The professor's got 11 points.
I'll tell you, this lead's not going anywhere with this guy making plays. What a quarter.
Wembanyama down low, working on Robinson. The offensive rebound. Castle misses. And so Randall will bring it up for the New York Knicks. 30 straight for them is incredible. They now only trail the 71-72 Lakers for the longest winning streak in NBA history.
This is truly an all-time streak, and we're not talking about just for this franchise. We're talking about in the history of this league. The consistent dominance is something so rarely seen. You have to keep reminding yourself to settle in and watch these guys work.
And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. He wants a few moments to regroup with his players. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. You take a look at the Thunder. They're building some momentum right now and aiming for a spot in the top 5.
I think for New York, they continue to look incredibly dangerous. The cohesion and teamwork they show on a nightly basis has a lot to do with that.
Now here's Paul. Wembanyama, screen on Randall. Sochan inside, check by Randall. 5 on the clock. Wembanyama screen to halt the run. Castle misses.
Listen, we know the mid-range game is in this guy's arsenal, but you wonder, should he have moved it just one pass more?
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Back to Paul. Wembanyama, screen on Brunson. San Antonio again can't hit.
I know he wants to answer the three that was just made on the other end, but he can't let that affect his judgment. He's got to find the best shot possible. I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Castle for three. He can't get it to go.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
The right side. Here's the professor. Against Toronto, he was really on his game. And he drives in. Buckets. He's now 6 of 10 from the field.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Take it away. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Great job drawing the foul. And almost converted the shot as well.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for New York.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
And boy, have they started out quick, running the floor, taking advantage of their speed.
And even after a year, the numbers that Wembanyama can put up are staggering.
Oh, terrifying what his stat line could look like in 5 years' time. His minutes and usage will only continue to grow. He could have multiple quadruple doubles in his future.
Driving inside, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
They're not wasting any time putting their stamp on this game. What a start.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. I think right now. Oh, he must be looking at some adjustments. And now in December, here's what the Eastern Conference standings look like. You take a look at New York, they are holding down the #1 spot in the conference. Not a bad position to be in.
Well, for the Knicks, I recall them having a lot of naysayers at the start of the season, but now they may not have any. This team is ready for a deep playoff run.
Well, this is their goal. There's no doubt about that. For what many expected of them so far, they have not disappointed.
Here's Paul following the bucket by the Knicks. Wembanyama, the pass to Sohan. San Antonio again can't hit. And here's New York now. They're on a 20-5 run. Left side Robinson. Here's Randall. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
They've now had assists on each of their last 3 buckets.
Anunoby, he's checked in for Jalen Brunson. Branham's checked in for San Antonio. New York shooting their 3rd free throw shot of the game. And Doris, you talk about the bounciest big men in the association. Mitchell Robinson's on the short list.
Come on now, this guy is a game changer as a lob threat and rim protector. He's grown up so much in terms of avoiding foul trouble, and he's putting in the work on the offensive end. Mitchell Robinson is a big-time player.
Clock at 6. Back to Paul. Jacks up a 3. And it's New York with a rebound. Randall's got 4 rebounds now. Driving in, the professor. Rebound by San Antonio. Now the Spurs moving it up the floor. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, guys, the professor in the last outing against the Raptors got the job done. He ended up with a jaw-dropping amount of points, and once again, he was lights out from distance. And he had a monster game that last time out. He'll try to match or even exceed those numbers tonight. That's got to be scary to face, Brian.
And the only question now, how does he follow up that performance?
Yeah, each night comes with different challenges, and I'm sure their opponent has seen the film.
What you love about this guy, though, is even when the defense adjusts to what he's doing, he'll make an adjustment right back. He is always ready with a counter.
Spurs trail by 18. Left side Paul. Over on Anunoby. And Paul gets it to go.
His entire career, he has been a knockdown mid-range shooter. Go ahead, CP3.
Here's the professor. He's guarded by Paul. 1:44 left to play in the first. Takes the 3. 8 makes out of 15 shots. He's got it going.
And they've got the D reeling. A full three-point attack right off the tip.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Randall pulls down the board. Randall's got 6 rebounds now in the game.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
The professor with a bucket.
Their ability to space the floor has been the story of this game.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight. Well, instead of forcing it all the way to the cup, he just goes with that little teardrop.
The professor with a bucket. The professor's got 26 points.
And this defense needs to turn the screws and ramp up the intensity. They're looking a little loose out there right now.
Pass to Wembanyama. Sochan inside. Randall's there. Here's Branham. Outside Paul. Fires the 3. Paul with another miss.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
The professor with a bucket.
Well, the advantage they have right now is largely based on his play. What an outstanding night.
Outside Paul. Pass to Johnson. Sochan with the ball. Here's Wembanyama. And that one comes up a bit short. And the buzzer sounds to end the first. And we got a blowout underway here. New York. Look for San Antonio. Castle comes in for Champagny, and it's Chris Paul in for Jones. San Antonio's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. All right, on the line, we've got our insider, Shams Charania. What do you have for us, Shams?
Thanks, guys. Well, the Spurs with some experienced additions, bringing in Chris Paul and Harrison Barnes, their mentorship is likely just as valuable to this young roster as their contributions on the court. And with legendary head coach Greg Popovich, they're creating an environment for growth in San Antonio. They're really building things the right way, guys.
All right, Shams, appreciate the report. They've got Josh Hart. He's out there with Mitchell Robinson. Jalen Brunson is out there with OG Anunoby. And it's the professor in at the 2 spot. That's the 5 for New York right now. San Antonio with the ball. After the basket by New York. And stolen by Brunson. Here's the professor. 28 points for him. Oh, there's the alley. And a big finish by Robinson.
Guys, he's such a big target. On the alley-oop, throw it up. Mr. Robinson, the only one in the building who can catch it and finish.
Pass to Branham. From deep, Wembanyama drops in the 3. Wembanyama's got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
Now here's Brunson. And he makes it on the layup. Brunson's got 12 points.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Pass to Paul. Here's Castle. Paul, a screen on Anunoby. And that's a foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul of the game. You know, Grant, we've seen career performances in the play-in tournament, but the stats don't count for regular season or the playoffs.
You know, that's crazy, B.A. So let's just count them as playoff stats. It used to be only 3 rounds instead of 4, so there is a precedent to adding more games to the official postseason. Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Here's the professor. Pure from 3-point range. The professor's got 31 points.
Well, you love his effort level, right? Particularly when it's winning time. He is going for the finish.
Paul looking it over. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Randall on the screen. Here's Brunson outside. Oh, he remains perfect. 7 for 7, showing no signs of letting up.
I am simply blown away by his accuracy. He has made every shot, and what's most important, his team is winning.
Pass to Wembanyama. And it's New York with a rebound. Bridges has got 4 rebounds in the game. The professor. And again, New York with the triple.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
The steal. Here we go. Brunson passes to the professor. Back to Brunson. Oh, he's on fire. 8 for 8 and just looking relentless.
Well, they're leading in large part because of the work he's put in this quarter. This is nicely done.
To the middle, looking to end the run. And Collins with the slam.
Doesn't have to break his momentum at all to catch the pass.
New York has gone 4 of 7 from 3 during the second quarter. Here's the professor. He's got 34. And the shot is good. Dropping it off the front of the rim. The professor's got 8 points in the quarter.
And he's got a ton of momentum and showing no signs of slowing down.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Brian, there's a lot of room for growth for the Spurs, even with their rising star, Victor Wembanyama, who said, I know it's not going to be easy. It's going to take some time before we contend for a title. I'm ready for anything and ready to sacrifice. I'm patient, but I'm not wasting time. Brian, plenty of motivation.
Chasing greatness is what they're doing, Allie. Well, I don't think anyone predicted that Jay... Another one goes! Incredible!
And I think some of us saw this coming, but now it's happened. He set the new all-time rookie record for points scored in a season.
This was a record that almost seemed unattainable, unfathomable. But here we are, witnessing history in the making, and quite possibly the start of a career that's already showing the hallmark of a truly generational talent. Anunoby, he's checked in for Brunson, and San Antonio also making a switch. Johnson, he's checked in for Collins. The shot by Wembanyama, no good.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
Here's the professor. And good! There's another!
I mean, yet again, he's reached 40 points. He's close to having... the 4th most 40-point games in a single year.
Well, we've seen it. He's been on fire all season long. Outside Johnson, shot to stop the run. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Johnson's gotten his first points in this one.
And it's clear Johnson is comfortable handling more responsibility on offense. Love the confidence there.
Here's the professor. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. Here's Castle. Here's Johnson. Count it. 2 for 4 from the field now.
Well, it looks like he has put that rough first quarter in the rear view. He's starting to cook here in the second.
Here's the professor. And again, New York with the triple.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And it's Paul with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. And this game, the first chance they've had to see New York. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him. Paul's got 6 points.
How smooth is that? Boy, the pull-up jump shot by Chris Paul. What a look by him. My goodness.
From deep. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. San Antonio shooting it very well. 52% during the second. The baseline J is on the way. The Knicks pull it in. Randall's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Puts up a 3. He drops it from range. The Professor's got 48.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
DiVincenzo, he's checked in for New York.
Number 00. Second personal foul. Second team foul. Coming onto the floor for your...
And so it's San Antonio with it. Castle misses.
And right now they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
Here's the Professor. He's guarded by Paul. Tipped away. Now the Spurs moving it up the floor. With 1 on the clock. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. And so it's the New York Knicks destroying the competition as they end the quarter with a colossal 40-point lead. And their three-point shooting, a big reason they have a sizable lead. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot.
Halftime is here. And what better way to tip it off than to analyze. And guys, I want to talk for a sec about the talent level in this league. In fact, I'd say it's never been better.
You sure about that, Ernie? I sense Shaq getting restless over there.
Hey, my. And let's move on now to those first 2 quarters. Talk about a tough start for the Spurs.
A lot of bricks out there reminds me of my free throw shooting. Enough to build a house. Come on, man, take it to the paint. Man up.
Man up is correct. These teams often get addicted, Shaq, to the 3. Time for some intervention here. What's your plan B, please?
And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us. We send you.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And for an up-and-coming San Antonio Spurs team, Grant, what's the key for them in your mind?
I'd have to say, B.A., that it's patience. You know, young guys need time to develop their game and learn from experience. You can't expect people to become stars overnight.
So, on the floor for San Antonio, Paul and Castle comprise the backcourt. Sohan and Wemby are the bigs. And it's Johnson in at small forward.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Outside Paul. Pass to Sohan. Right side Wembanyama. Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball. Let's see some of the numbers here for him.
And he's been outstanding offensively as of late. These last 5 games, he's been a beast at the offensive end. A different level score than he had been earlier in the season. Let's see if he can keep it up.
Fires from deep. The Knicks keep it alive. Pass to Brunson. Here's the Professor. Rebound by San Antonio.
Well, an 0 for 3 start to the half. You need to pick it up and start to put some pressure on your opponent.
Sohan, the pass to Johnson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That shot is off. Nice D from Bridges. The finish! Good! That's another bucket!
My goodness, 50 for the game.
Just putting on a show. Once again, an explosive highlight on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Sohan outside. Pass to Castle. And here's Wembanyama. Robinson defending. Wembanyama, no good. New York has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. Here's the Professor. And again.
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. Sohan outside. The three is up. Up again. The rebound by Bridges.
Things have been a little bumpy coming into the second half. 5 straight misses.
And it's Brunson missing. For San Antonio, they've gotten off to a rough start. Now 0 for 5 in the second. Johnson passes to Sohan. Here's Castle from the arc. Drains the triple. Castle's got 8.
Well, when the 3 ball is falling for Castle, he is extremely difficult to defend.
Pass to the Professor. Cole connects again.
And this is all you need to know about the year he's having. He's coming up on the single-season franchise scoring record.
And when he does get there, I bet it's a long time until someone matches it. Here's Sohan. Randall pulls down the board. Randall's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
You know, they barely needed other contributions. This lead has been built through his offense.
Paul passes to Johnson. Down low. Here's Castle. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. He's got 10.
Johnson gives them a huge lift when he's creating for his teammates. It takes their offense up a notch.
It's Bridges on the wing. Pass to the Professor. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. And he gets that one. The Professor's got 58.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
You know, part of what makes Julius Randle so effective is that spin move, Doris.
He does like to use that on the interior against taller players to get enough separation. But the number of finishing moves that guy has off the spin, it is really an effective tool.
Now here's Paul. He has 6. Pass to Johnson. Robinson against Wembanyama. Outside Paul. There's the 3. It's hauled in by Robinson. Robinson's got 9 rebounds now, and it's going to be out of bounds. New York will have another go. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Sims, he's checked in for Robinson. Josh Hart comes in for Julius Randle. Anunoby, he's checked in for Bridges. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Brunson. Collins, he's checked in for San Antonio.
This run has been fueled by their Matador defense.
And so Paul will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. At the conclusion of this one, they're off to Brooklyn where they'll face the Nets. They're getting into the back half of a 4-game road trip. Knicks on D. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Johnson passes to Paul. To the wing, right side. Shot clock at 6. Can they get it? Let's go with a 3. And another shot. Oh, a nice shot by Collins.
Good things come to those who hustle. He creates the second chance opportunity.
Here's the Professor. What an incredible scoring display. Another bucket. Wow.
He's done it. A new single-season franchise scoring record. Great accomplishment from him in what's been a fantastic year.
It's been a season for the ages for him, and one that'll go down in the history of this franchise. The rebound by Sims.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
Left side, Paul. Pass to Collins. And it's New York with a rebound.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
The Professor with a bucket.
They are trying to close this out strong, and he's the man who's put you in this position.
Sohan outside. Paul passes to Sohan. Shoots over Hart. San Antonio again missing.
Boy, against so little defensive pressure, you have to convert that.
And got it. Another basket.
What a game from him. 72 points.
And he's been simply sensational throughout this one. Outside Paul. They need this. The rebound by Sims. New York has gone 2 of 6 from downtown here in the second half. Another one falls. Amazing.
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Grant, there's a huge difference between talent on paper versus winning.
You're right, B.A., and it comes down to coaching, chemistry, and sacrifice. But I think the biggest thing is effort. All things being equal, the team that plays the hardest is going to win.
Throw it down on the breakaway jam.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Now here's Sohan. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Pass to Castle. There's the triple. Hauled in by DiVincenzo.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
And the shot goes in.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Here's Sohan after the basket by New York on the other end. And it's New York with a rebound. Anunoby's got 4 rebounds in the game. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clock. Connects from downtown.
He got loose from downtown in the first half. Now has 3 here in the second. Unstoppable.
106-40.
Now here's Paul. Guarded closely. To the paint. Here's Sohan. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. San Antonio shooting their first free throws of the game. And he drops the first.
2 shots.
He's deciding to change it up. New York calls timeout. Now Wembanyama to the inside. Another shot. Jones. Sohan outside. 3-pointer. And once again off the mark by San Antonio.
Well, after hitting 1 triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since.
OG Anunoby out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Josh Hart. Then there's Miles McBride. And it's the professor in at the 1. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks.
44.
Now here's Jones. Pass to Branham. Now Collins. Outside Jones. The 3-ball. And it's New York with a rebound. Hart's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's the professor. 4-3. He got it again. Sensational. Oh, he's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
The BA, it feels like he can't miss.
123-44.
Collins with it. Pass to Sohan. And here's Wembanyama. 6 on the shot clock. Jones from outside. Good, and the assist to Wembanyama.
It's clear there's a lot of pride on the line in this one.
Absolutely. When someone makes a shot, the first thought is, I want my own back.
Look at what he's doing here, and it's hard to imagine him playing much better.
125-47.
And so it's Jones who brings up the ball for San Antonio to the left side wing. Pass to Collins. Outside Jones. Lets it go from deep. Hart pulls it in. Hart's got his 7th rebound here tonight. 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Here's the professor, and the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
127-40.
San Antonio has gone just 1 of 6 from downtown in this final quarter. Knocks it loose. And so the ball out of bounds. Anunoby touched it last. For San Antonio, Keldon Johnson, he's checked in for Collins. Castle comes in for Branham. And it's Chris Paul in for Jones. Paul passes to Wembanyama. Misses from close range. The Knicks have gotten all 7 of their shots to go. Impressive here in the fourth.
Just showing some tremendous authority controlling the boards. Love it.
Wow, what a performance. And he's not just winning with physical ability, he's winning with anticipation. He is just not taking smart shots out there, a pattern he has fallen into tonight.
Hits yet again. Wow!
He just notched 92 points on that one.
Simply surreal. I'm not sure even he can believe what's going on. Sohan outside. There's a screen. Well, Grant, in terms of scheduling,